Breakfast with your Coys. Oh yeah. Breakfast with your Coys. Breakfast with your Coys. Oh yeah. Breakfast with your Coys. Breakfast with your Coys.
Yes, good morning, everyone. It is Friday. It is breakfast with pure Coys. Not trying to do too much at the moment. Not going every day just because obviously there's not been too much going on with the international break. Obviously off the pitch, but honestly, sometimes off the pitch balls the hell out of me. I just want to watch football. I just want to watch the team I love on the pitch. So it's back, guys. It is back. Football is back, at least for 2 or 3 weeks before another international break. But guys, happy Friday. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. What is it like where you are? I'm looking out the window now. It's a beautiful sunny day here in the West Country. We've had some rain overnight, but right now there isn't a cloud in the sky. It's that, but you can tell it's turning from winter to autumn because it's the sun that's really low. And when we've had a bit of rain and you're on the road, as you know, just you can hardly see. But it is what it is, guys. Welcome to Friday's show. We have got Premier League football back tomorrow. Home to away to West Ham United. It's their cup final, isn't it? It is their cup final. And it's going to be a tough game, no matter what people say. West Ham haven't been on the greatest form. They've lost 3 out of 4 games, I think, including their League Cup defeat as well. And but they did win their last game, so they are coming off the back of a win. Spurs, on the other hand, started brilliantly, 2 good wins, and then had an absolute shocker, didn't they, in their last game at home to Bournemouth, where they were, how could I put it without being incredibly rude? They were bloody awful. It was a shocking performance by Spurs. Sorry, God, I'm not even really set up. I've just done the school run back, drive back. And yeah, computer straight on, ready to go. I'm just making sure all is in order. Let's see who's in the chat on this lovely Friday morning. And let's say hello to everyone. And the first one of the day, Mark Swift. Big up, Mark. I hope you're well. Saying bless them. Small club, West Ham United. They are a small club. And it is their cup final tomorrow. There is no doubt about it. So no matter what form they're on, they will be up for it. They will be in our faces. So we've got to be mentally switched on and not play them at their own game. And we'll get into that, I'm sure. Rodney Martin. Good morning, Rodney Martin. How are you doing? Saying good morning. I hope you're well. Scott Colliver, channel member, big up Scott. Saying hello, Nige and chat, and Barbaric, channel member as well. Good morning, Nige and chat. Isn't it refreshing to be able to look forward to match days again? It so is, mate. It so is. The last 2 weeks have been so boring. I don't know what you guys do at the weekend, but when there's no football, I am literally just like, what? What am I supposed to do in my life? I've actually got to think of things to do now. I don't want to do that. I'm a man. I want to sit in my pants and watch football all weekend. Is what I do. So yeah, there you go. 2 weeks have been horrific, but we are back. We are back to football, and I can't wait. And Barbaric says, smash the likes and subs, people. Turn on the notification so you know when this legend goes live. What legend's that then? But thanks, mate. Also, guys, when you smash the like button, if a little thing pops up saying hype, press the hype button as well, because apparently it helps smaller channels grow. Allegedly, I'm not actually sure if you can do it on lives, so forget what I just said. I think it's just on videos, but there is a hype button if you ever watch videos and you want to hype the person you're watching. Just give it a click. Rain's in the house. Big up, Rain. Saying morning all. Big up. I hope you're well. And Kevin is here. Morning, chaps. Been away for a week. Day I went, Levy left. Of course, I take full credit. Boys need to put in a performance tomorrow. Going to be a difficult game. Well, Kev, if we're crediting you for leaving when you go away, you're going to have to go away more often. And other things may happen. But yeah, there's no doubt. I agree. It's going to be a really difficult game tomorrow. West Ham are West Ham, and like I say, form goes out the window in this game because West Ham will always turn up for it. I must admit, I am very confident about tomorrow, but that's simply because I look at West Ham and they have nothing. I know they beat Forest 3-0, but it wasn't a 3-0 game, I don't think. It was quite an even game, and then Forest just capitulated a bit towards the end. But listen, it is going to be a tough game. Justin's in the house. Big up Justin, saying good morning to you. Barbaric saying, any chance you can go away tomorrow to Enoch League? Yes, absolutely, do it. And Rain saying, did you see the training ground video, Nige? I did, mate. I did. And I find this is really interesting. I don't know what you guys think. Have you seen it? If you have, let me know. There seemed to be a lot of emphasis on Xavi Simons and him receiving the ball back to goal, and either laying it back or flicking it round corners and then going and moving and running on. I think, and it seemed to be repetitive. I don't know what you guys think. It seemed to be a lot of it. They're doing it a lot. And maybe we're building a side around this guy. Maybe we're going to see Xavi Simons start tomorrow. And I'm excited to see what happens. But yeah, I saw the training ground video. Very interesting. Good to see all the players back. Good to see that no one was injured. Um, I'm looking forward to it. Good times ahead, hopefully, for Spurs. Cookie's up. Big up, Cookie. I hope you're well, mate. Say morning, Nige, and chat. Good morning to you, mate. And Drula is in the house. Good morning, Nige, and chat. You can keep me entertained while I'm cleaning the house. I will do my very best, and then, of course, at 9:30, the amazing two marks are on, so I will be sending you straight over to them. Mark Taylor saying, hello, guys. As everyone says hello to each other. Barbaric saying good morning to Cookie. And Barbaric saying, Drula, good morning, beautiful young lady. I love this group. I really do. It's yeah, makes it worth getting up sometimes and just chatting to people, even though never met most of you. Met a few of you, never met most of you, but I feel like you're part of my not daily diet because I don't do it every day now, but yeah, certainly makes my day a good start to the day when I'm talking to you guys. Scott, weather is reasonable in Adelaide. I bet it is. When does the summer start in Australia? Is it like November time? End of November? Um, yeah, we will be well into the proper cold then, and icy mornings, etc. As Cookie says, good morning to Barbaric. Marianne's in the house. Good morning, Marianne. Says good morning, Nige, and all in the chat. Good morning to you. And Drula says good morning to Barbaric. He's a flirt, isn't he? Kate Rixham's in. Good morning, Kate. Says Nige, morning. I hope you're well. I am very good. It is Friday this morning, and Fridays are always a good day. Rain says there was even a Xavi slow-mo. Feels like it's like a halfway promo vid. To think it was because we were focusing on integrating him into the style of play. Will he start tomorrow? Yeah, I agree. I think it was almost, like I say, integrating him. You know, this is the way we play. This is what we want you to do. Keep doing it again and again and again. And I think after watching the training videos, I think he almost certainly starts. Whether Mawani starts is another question. Guys, what do you think? Do you think Mawani will be starting at the weekend? I don't think he will. I think it will be Simmons and Richarlison will start up front. I think. With probably John. Let's go through the team. So I think this is what I think, guys. Let me know what you think. I think the side will be, I think it would be Vicario and goal with Porro and Spence at fullback and Van de Ven Romero. Then the midfield, I think, will be Bentancur and Polina with Xavi Simons. Off the right, Kudus. Up front, Richarlison. Off the left, Johnson. I hate to say it, Johnson. I think. But yeah, I don't know. We will see. We will see. Let's see. Ghosted is in. Big up, Nigel. Big up, Ghosted. I hope you're well. And then follows it up with, I thought Moani has been training since the start of the international break. He has. He has, absolutely. But we haven't seen too much of him. I mean, I don't know whether that's a thing. He might well start from the left. He might well start up front. I don't know. I think it'd probably be one of them that starts, and not both of them. But like I say, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Moani and Xavi starts, or do you think one of them starts? If you think one of them starts, which one do you think's more likely to start? I'm leaning towards Xavi Simons starting with Moani coming off the bench. But yeah, I don't know. From watching the training videos, I mean, you see Moani pop up a few times, but it very much does feel it is the Xavi Simons show. And we are seeing a lot of Xavi Simons, very little of Moani. That, of course, means absolutely nothing. But I think Simons starts. I think Moani possibly comes off the bench. Kev says, could play Moani off the left as Johnson was so poor. He is so poor, isn't he? That's the problem. Don't rate Johnson at all. I like Johnson because he scores goals and, he made history for us. Or did he? Kind of. But he isn't a good footballer. He isn't a good footballer. And Sheriff's not in yet, is he? Don't think. He's not a good footballer. And everything breaks down when it comes to him. So I wouldn't be overly happy if Johnson started on the left. I'd like to see someone different, but I don't want to see Moani off the left because he is a striker. That's his main position. He's a striker. I'd like to see him in front of goal. Different kind of striker as well to Richarlison and Solanke. So it's going to be interesting to see how we play with him in the side. Let's see who starts. Ghost is saying, I think both will start, Nige. Quite possibly. But I just don't see Richarlison not starting. And I'm not saying that because I want him to start particularly. I just think he started every game, isn't he, this season? I can't see him not starting, Richarlison. So whether he starts off the left or whether Moani starts off the left, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Does Moani start? If so, where does he start? Does he start up top? Does he start on the left? It's going to be an interesting one for sure. And Barbaric said, I'd rather him put Richarlison on the left and Moani up top. I'm with you there. I'm with you totally with you there, mate. Let's look at West Ham's form. Let's look at West Ham's form currently. That is their form. As you can see, they lost 3-0 to Sunderland. They're conceding goals. They are conceding goals. There's no doubt about that. Lost 3-0 to Sunderland. Lost 5-1 at home to Chelsea. In a game that I watched, and actually Chelsea were clinical, I would say. They were clinical. West Ham had chances because they scored 2 or 3 themselves. And then they lost in the League Cup to Wolves. And then, of course, they had that win against West Ham United. So, yeah, in different form for West Ham. They've been pretty poor start of the season, but that win against Nottingham Forest has just kind of turned the tables a little bit. And listen, form goes out the window, doesn't it? When a London derby comes along, especially West Ham Spurs, because West Ham will be up for it. It is their cup final, and we're looking at Tottenham's form, of course. Forget the PSG game; that wasn't anything really that serious because we lost. But beat Burnley at home, fantastic result against Manchester City, and then that absolute shocker against Bournemouth. We really need to put that right this weekend. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful we can. Guys, what do you think? Do you think we beat West Ham tomorrow? It's going to be a tough game, isn't it? It is going to be a tough game. There is no doubt about it. Guys, any questions in the chat? Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask, and we will get into it. As Kevin said, I need to take that down, don't I? I'm not really with it at all. Not with it at all. So I will take it down. There you go. It's gone. But yeah, we definitely need to get back on track after the Bournemouth defeat. And Kev says both Simmons and Moani can play left wing, so gives us lots more options. It does. And the thing is, certainly with Moani and sorry, not Moani, with Simmons and Kudus, they can interchange. I know Simmons doesn't play off the right, but Kudus can come into the middle. Xavi can then drift out to the left. There's a lot of options in that front three behind the striker now. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Spurs do going forward. And this is it now, guys. This is it. This is when it starts getting serious this season. 2 games a week. Champions League starts next week. We can have a quick chat about that as well. So a massive, massive couple of weeks ahead for Spurs before another international break. But it all heats up now. The games are coming thick and fast with the lead up to Christmas, and lots going on. It's time for Tottenham to start putting performances in, and we get to see our brand new signings this weekend, hopefully. Hopefully. Sheriff said, Nige, big up, mate. Smash the like button. All big up to you, Sheriff. I hope you're well, buddy, and I hope you didn't hear me slander Brennan Johnson 5 minutes ago. Barbaric saying good morning to Sheriff. And Cookie saying, get them both in, play your full strength available. Yeah, absolutely agree with you, mate. Play the full team, play your strongest team, and we deal with whatever injuries and whatever players we need to rest as we go. And if that means we have to rest a Xavi Simmons against Villarreal, then we have to rest him. It is what it is. If someone picks up an injury, they pick up an injury. Let's not I know that professional football now, you've got to manage teams. It's a lot different than when it was when I was growing up in the 80s, when you had 11 players and maybe one sub. And, you just got on with it. You just got on with it. But, football's different now. But hopefully, I would play my strongest side and just see what happens. Obviously, when you're playing against sides at home that maybe you deem as a lot weaker, maybe like a Leeds United or a Sunderland. Then maybe teams like that have just come up. You can rest a few players, bring a few other players in. But for these games, especially after a defeat and we're having to wait 2 weeks, I think we go for our strongest side and see how we do. Sheriff saying hello to Barbaric. And Sheriff saying, will any of them get it in ahead of Johnson? I think this is the thing. Do they? As much as we laugh about it, Johnson scores goals. He's bloody awful. But I don't know. I'm guessing. Obviously, Xavi Simmons gets in before him, but I'm guessing the rest of them do as well. Surely Moani gets in before Brennan Johnson. Surely, but I don't know. Drula saying, here, play Xavi and then bring on Moani for Richie. That's what I'm thinking. Whether I do that or not, it's never quite up, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm almost certain Richarlison starts tomorrow up top. Almost certain. Kev says, I get him before Johnson. Yes, you probably do. And Barbaric saying, Sheriff, hopefully Ange takes Johnson back to Forest. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Whether Ange takes or tries to take any current Tottenham players to Forest when the window opens. I don't think he will. That would be just crazy, wouldn't it? But don't know. Maybe he will. Let's see what happens. And Cookie saying, Sheriff, you're not wrong. Ghost is saying these international breaks are ridiculous. They are absolutely are, mate. We've literally just had one for 2 weeks, and I think it's about 3 or 4 weeks. I might be wrong, but there's another one coming up. There is another one coming up, and it is just constant international break. After international break, guys, if you haven't smashed that like button, always try to get to around 50 likes as quickly as possible. And if you haven't subscribed already, please smash the subscribe button as well. I really would appreciate it. It has slowed down over the last couple of weeks on likes and subs. There is no doubt about it, which I don't blame anyone for because it has been international break and it has been really, really boring. But football's back. Football is back. So smash that like, hit that subscribe. Let's see how far we can go. Juan is in. Big up, Juan. I hope you're well. Says, hi, Nige. Good day to you. I think Richarlison will start. Maybe Moani on the left. Simmons middle. Kudus right. Polini and Sarr in the middle. And the usual back five, I think we will win 2-1. We're big up 2-1. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because I've seen a lot of this, a lot of it on Twitter as well, when they're putting the teams out, and it's always Polina and Sarr. And I'm like, what's Bentancur done so wrong to suddenly be getting left out? But I wouldn't be against Sarr playing in there as well. I think maybe for the home games we might see Sarr because he's a bit more legs, gets everywhere. I think Bentancur away from home, Bentancur and Polina, that's solid, hopefully solid, two in front of the defence. So I see Bentancur probably starting in place of Sarr. But Mawani may well start on the left. He may well start on the left. I don't think that's his best position, but he may well start on the left tomorrow. But big up to you, Juan. Thanks for coming in, mate. Dexterous is in. Big up, Dexterous. I hope you're well, buddy. He says, didn't even notice you signed Xavi Simons. Definitely see him scoring. So you're changing your mind now on the fact that West Ham beat us tomorrow. Um, maybe we could get the win. Who knows? But big up to you, Dexterous. I hope you're well, buddy. And I see Liverpool scoring 4-5 this weekend. So yeah, I think Liverpool walk the league this year. Andrew Gregory's in. Big up, Andrew. Hope you're well, mate. He says, morning, Nige. Play the strongest team, but don't touch the lasagna. Absolutely not. Lasagna is off the menu. I wonder if Spurs ever stayed in that hotel again. Bet they didn't. I bet they didn't. Cookie saying, Johnson impact sub. And I think that's probably the best position for him now, isn't it? It's the best position for him. Good impact sub. Doesn't do a lot else. Let's be honest. And Kate said Johnson might do goals, but he doesn't do anything else. No, he doesn't. And this is the thing. This is why he's such a frustrating player, because he scores goals. And if he could add a bit to his game as well, he'd be decent. He'd be decent. Sadly, he's not. Steve says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Stevie. I hope you're well, buddy. I hope you're well. And Bob Barrett saying, Sheriff is corrupting Cookie. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Drula says Frank wanted Johnson at Brentford. He did. He did. And this is why I think Johnson's got a big part to play this year for Spurs. I think he starts a lot more games than what we're thinking. He really needs to improve. He really needs to improve. He's all right scoring goals, but general play, when we're under the cosh, when we're not playing so well, this is when he needs to improve for me. And Cookie saying barbaric, never. Mark Taylor says, do we play with a back three away from home like against the Hammers? Simmons in the 10, Kodo and Kudus up front. That ain't a bad shout, actually. I got to be honest with you, that isn't a bad shout at all. Playing three at the back, we can still have that two in front as well and have that the wing backs in Porro and in Spence or Doggy getting forward, getting balls into the box for two big strikers. And yeah, and Xavi then with the freedom to work his magic. That isn't actually a bad shout, Mark. It's going to be interesting to see what Spurs do, but I wouldn't be against that at all. Guys, let me know in the chat. Three at the back and Kodo and Kudus up front. That would be decent, wouldn't it? That would be decent. I wouldn't mind that at all. Stevie says, I'm 65 with dodgy needs and I should still get in ahead of the Donkey Johnson. Yeah, bless him. Bless him. I don't know how he's made it as a professional footballer sometimes. Watching some of the things he does on the pitch, you're just like, I never did that when I was 11, and you're doing it now as a Premier League footballer. But it is what it is. Dexter saying, international breaks are like the mother-in-law coming to stay. They are indeed. Luckily enough, I don't have that problem anymore, being divorced. So, it's all good. Ghost has said, I think we bounce back and smash West Ham 5-1. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? I'd take that all day long. I would take that all day long. Cookie saying, Dexterous, I really don't like her either. And Sheriff saying, Mawani, Johnson. Mawani's an upgrade on Johnson, isn't he? Surely. Andrew saying, has Johnson got a release clause? Ah, it'd be nice if he did, wouldn't it? Send him back to Forest. I'm sure Ange would take him. I'm sure Ange would take him at Forest. Freddie saying, big up Nigel, Cookmeister, the Sheriff, and everyone in the chat this morning. Good morning to you, Philly. I hope you're well, buddy. I hope you're well. And Amin saying, who will get the sack first, Frank or Ange? You know what? This is a really good. I should have put this as a question, shouldn't I? For people to vote on. Who gets sacked first? I am going to go for Ange. I think Ange 100% gets sacked first. Guys, what do you think in the chat? Who gets a sack first? Thomas Frank or Ange Postecoglou? For me, 100% Ange Postecoglou. Dex was saying, ghosted. That won't happen. We'll struggle Sunday. Always do after the international break. Maybe 3-2 coming from behind. You're away to Burnley, aren't you? I just can't see Liverpool conceding too many against Burnley. They might get one, but I see Liverpool winning like 4-1 quite comfortably. Cookie saying good morning to Phil. And Sheriff saying good morning to Phil as well. Ghost is saying Dexter's, it may or may not happen, just my opinion. It's Saturday 5:30. Yep. Spurs. It's nice to have an evening game. Gives something to look forward to. I don't like it when it's like 12:30 kickoff because then the rest of the day's like there's nothing to look forward to. You know what I mean? So for me, yeah, get out early, do the show. Me and Sheriff got a show tomorrow. The Fab 3. It is the Fab 2 because Cookie won't be joining us. But yeah, so tune in for that tomorrow, 9 a.m. It should be a good show when we're just doing a build up to the game. But yeah, looking forward to that. And it's nice to have, like I say, an evening game. Can get out, do a bit of shopping, have a nice lunch somewhere, grab a coffee, watch some football, and then watch the Spurs game Saturday evening. So I'm looking forward to it. And Dex was saying, you never walk alone. Indeed. Andrew saying, have you been on those dating apps lately, Nigel? I am constantly on those dating apps, mate, constantly. And they are shocking. Absolutely shocking. Ghost is saying, I don't see us selling anyone to Forest unless the fee's too good to turn down. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, our relationship with Forest probably not the best anymore. So yeah, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if we did business with them, but depends how much we want Morgan Gibbs White, doesn't it? I still think there's something there between us and Morgan Gibbs White. So let's see how that runs. And Rain saying, yep, I can see an epic Greek meltdown and Ange being booted. Either or, mate. Either or. Ange either being booted or him walking. I think one or the other will happen. And Stevie said, I'm really hopeful Big Ange tries to bring Johnson and Tell to Forest. Yeah, it's I just can't see it. But let's see. Let's see. Barbaric said, moving our Wolves game to 8 p.m. and then in Norway 3 days later, then a 12:30 kickoff. They screwed us over. Is that? Oh, that is shocking. If that's really, is that happened? So we've got Wolves 8 p.m. I'm guessing on a Saturday evening, and then we're in Norway, the back and beyond to Bodo Glimt 3 days later, and then a 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday morning or Saturday early afternoon. That's weird, isn't it? That wouldn't happen to a Man United or, well, obviously it wouldn't happen to United because they're not in Champions League, but it wouldn't happen to an Arsenal or Liverpool, a Chelsea, a Man City, would it? Why have they done that? I know it's TV, but I get the Wolves game fine 'cause we're at home, but 12:30 kickoff then on Saturday. Keep it to a Sunday or even a Saturday evening. Doing that, it's just nuts. Absolutely nuts for me. And Bob Barker saying, yep, confirmed. Well, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. I'm sure we'll be fine. We should beat Wolves at home. I'm pretty certain Wolves are at home, aren't they? We should beat Wolves at home. I'm expecting us to beat Bodo Glimt. Even if we would play Johnson, Chow, etc., I'd expect us to beat them. I don't think they're that good at all. So I'd expect the result there. And then who have we got on the weekend? The 12:30 game. Someone in chat, I'm sure, will let me know who we got in the 12:30 game. But guys, keep smashing that like button. I'm actually really looking for. I can't wait now. The season's properly starting. You know, the first international break is over, and the season is properly starting. I cannot wait for us to get going and Spurs to get going, and hopefully us start winning games. I am looking to see who we have, but yeah, guys, as I said, keep smashing that like button. Really would appreciate it. Let's try and get up to 50 as quickly as possible. It is a quiet morning here on a Friday, but listen, I like quiet, chilled mornings. It's all good. Juan says, do you think Donnarumma and Lemons will start for City and United? I have Donnarumma in my FPL. I think Donnarumma 100% starts. Lemons, I'm not sure about. I haven't seen anything of him. I'm not going to pretend that I know him because I don't. I've never seen him play. From what I've heard, he's okay. I don't think I've heard anything to say that he's amazing. So let's see. Let's see. I think Donnarumma though 100% starts. 100%. And Barbaric saying leads the way. So yeah, it's a bit harsh, isn't it? Because yeah, it is what it is. It's going to be a lot of travelling, and I'm guessing those are the games there when we're going to be resting players. Um, it'd be interesting to see who we rest for Wolves, and then who we rest for the game in Norway, and then of course whether we play a full side against Leeds. Um, so it's going to be interesting. Rain says I was going to put my Wolves ticket on the exchange, but after leaving, I have to go. You absolutely do. You absolutely do have to go. So was Wolves the first home Premier League game after since Levy's gone? Because obviously we got Villarreal, haven't we, on Tuesday night, which is at home. But tomorrow West Ham away. Then we have Brighton away. So I'm guessing Wolves after that is home will be the first Premier League game without Daniel Levy anywhere near the club. Absolutely anywhere. He won't be in the stadium. I would have thought. I mean, he might be in the stadium, but I would have thought he won't be in the stadium at all. Which is going to be interesting. I think there's going to be a bit of a party atmosphere, obviously, depending how we are doing. If we've lost the last three, probably not. But it's certainly going to be interesting to see what happens now with Tottenham going forward. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Constant rumours of takeovers. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. I think Enoch are in it for a little while longer. I think we're going to have to suck it up for a little while. Hopefully, Enoch will start putting some money into the team and really trying to make this team get great. Because I actually think, try not to be too over positive, guys. Let me know if you think I am. I actually think we've got the basis of a really good team now. And if we can add maybe two in January and then another two or three in the summer that really challenge for that first team, I think we have a real chance of doing something big. And I'm not necessarily talking about winning leagues, but certainly winning trophies. Or certainly being in the conversation to win trophies year in, year out. Let's hope we get there. Let's hope we get there. But Enoch now have to stick their hand in their pocket and really, really back this manager because I think in Thomas Frank, we have the possibility of having one of the best managers Tottenham have had in their history. I think he's that good. I think he's that good. I think we stumbled upon Poch. I think Poch was an accident, as in he was like a second, third, fourth choice to come in, and he was brilliant with the squad that we had. I think Frank is, I'll be honest, I think he's a different level to Poch. And I think he will show that over the next couple of years. Maybe I'm being deluded, but that's my hot take for the day. I think Thomas Frank is on a different level to Pochettino. And I love Pochettino, by the way. But let's see how he does now. I've put that much pressure on him. Stevie said, Nige, this is now where our issues will be. A real lack of quality squad players. We really have to hope we are not hampered with lots of injuries like last season. I agree. And this is again why January and the summer are so important that we go out and we sign three or four players over the next, well, say five players over the next two windows that really improve us and take us again to the next level. Massive, massive chance for Tottenham. But I agree. We are a couple of injuries short still of struggling. But we do look a lot stronger. If any of you watch the training videos of the last couple of days, I urge you to go watch it because I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them training. They switch to different players, and I'm like, wow, we've actually got some good players in our squad now. Some really talented players. So let's hope we can keep a lot of them fit. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, earlier on, I was saying we need to play our strongest side every week and then just deal with whatever we deal with. But then you look at that little run of games that we have, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, Tuesday night, Norway, and then Saturday morning, Leeds. And you think we probably are going to have to mix and match that squad a little bit, certainly when we come into weeks like that. And the Premier League doesn't help. But, that's what they do. Barbaric saying Wolves is first Premier League home game. Yeah, we have Doncaster in the cup at home before that. That's right, we do. That's right, too. Yeah, a couple of cup games at home and then Wolves in the Premier League. For me, Tuesday night, guys, I cannot wait for Tuesday night as much as I'm excited to watch Spurs at West Ham tomorrow, mainly just to see Xavi Simons and Moani. I cannot wait to that game. Champions League under the lights at White Hart Lane, Tottenham, all in white. Just yeah, brings you up in goosebumps. I cannot wait to see it. And that Champions League music as they are standing there ready to go. It's so good to be back in the Champions League, guys, isn't it? It's so good to be back in the Champions League. David Clark saying it's tonight, 5:30 kickoff, not tomorrow. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Spurs? It's tomorrow. Yeah. Um, yeah, definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. Rain is saying, yes, Wolves is the first Premier League home game. I can't do midweek games because I'm a single dad of a teen. Even 8 p.m. game on a weekend is pushing it, to be honest. No, I get you there, mate. Absolutely get you there. I mean, I live miles away, but I couldn't do midweek games, especially with a little one that I don't have all week, but I have some of the week. So, yeah, it just makes it difficult. And you know what? Kids come first. And as long as football's on the telly, it's all good. Los is saying, Nige, what are your thoughts on the owners? In my opinion, a leopard never changes its spots. Do you think we will be sold in the next 2 years? I'm kind of in agreement with you. I do think a leopard never changes spots, but here's a chance for them to prove us wrong. They have said that they are going to put money into the club. They have said they want to see us win more often. So let's see if that happens. I think we're going to get sold in the next 2 years. Maybe not sold. I think investment is 100% coming. Um, but there are things going on in the background that I don't think Enoch are going to let go of just yet. I think a full sell of the club, I don't think is going to happen for, I'd say, 3 or 4 years at least. That's just my opinion, though. Listen, it might happen. I certainly think investment is coming within the next 18 months, so hopefully sooner. And obviously, we've got the stadium naming rights. I think that happens soon as well. But let's see. We were told at the start of the season, weren't we? Weren't we all told at the start of the season that Levy was being pushed aside? I don't think any of us thought that he was going to be leaving totally. That we were going to get investment, that there was a stadium naming rights, that this was happening, this was happening. Now, 2 or 3 of those things have happened. So it's the next lot now. Waiting for the stadium rights. I think that might happen quite quickly. I hope so anyway. John's in the house. Big up, John. Says, big up, everyone. Big up to you. Philly saying, unfortunately for me, the Spurs first team and squad is full of players I don't really want to see anymore, either due to lack of ability in the Pigeon Solanke or because they are not ready. Archie Gray. Yeah, it is a bit like that, mate. It is a bit like that. Gray's not ready. Not really overly keen on Richarlison or Solanke. Um, but I think if Richarlison or Solanke cannot score goals with the likes of Simmons, Kudus, feeding them, then they shouldn't be here next season. This is their season. If they don't perform, they both need to go next season. They probably both need to go next summer anyway, don't they? We need better quality in. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do next summer because obviously we won't have Mwani. He's just on a loan. And we all know Richarlison and Solanke are probably not good enough to take us to that next level. Kate said, "Nige, we are light on the bench, show. We are light on the bench." Yeah, I agree with that. We are definitely light on the bench. And this is where we need in the next two windows to really push on. Again, if we can go in January and buy two more first team players, suddenly it pushes the players that are on the bench now down. The players that are starting onto the bench. And then in the summer, again, go for. What I don't want to see is, and I don't know how you guys feel, it's going out and buying 7 players in the summer, 7, 8 players, and just bulking out a squad. What I want us to do is the same as what we did this summer. Go out and buy 3 or 4 players that go straight into that first team. And then suddenly the players that are in the first team then drop to the bench. And suddenly then our bench looks a lot stronger. Um, let's just not buy for the sake of buying now. I don't just want to buy average players that just fill out the bench. Stevie says, what will the change for Tottenham movement do now? Put things on hold? That's an interesting one, isn't it? I'm not sure how this goes forward now. I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think. What happens to change for Tottenham? I'm guessing a lot of them still ENIC out as well. So I'm guessing it continues. But I would thought it would go quiet now, surely, for a little while. It's going to be party atmosphere at Tottenham. Levy's gone. Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. I'm not sure what happens to change for Tottenham now. Um, I'm sure we will find out, though, in the coming weeks. And Kate saying hello to Philly. And here's a question from Philly. And he says, question, if the pigeon was at any other club, for example, Newcastle or Aston Villa, do you think he will still be there after 4 years? Um, no. I think he probably wouldn't be there after 4 years, especially with the amount of injuries that he's had. But it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because listen, I don't think he's good enough in any way, shape, or form. But there is no doubt when he has played, he does score goals. Now, not loads and loads. I'm not talking, he's not hitting 20, 30 a season, clearly. But he does go through little purple patches when he scores 6 or 7 in 6 or 7 games. And then he gets injured. So you kind of think, that's a player in there. And then they come back and they do what he does now, score a couple. And then suddenly 5 or 6 games down the line, still scored 2 goals. Then he gets injured again. For me, he's not good enough. So the answer would be no. But guys, what do you think in the chat? Um, it's hard not to disagree with Philly. I know what Philly's saying. He's asking the question, but he's giving you the answer at the same time. So big up, Philly. David Clark saying ENIC are getting a £90 million cash sum from an Australian Macquarie Group Limited in exchange for future broadcasting rights. Well, let's hope they stick that 90 million straight into the team. That could get us a Savinho. It could get us a Morgan Rogers. So, yeah, that money needs to go straight in for January. And we need to be attacking and really going out and trying to get a big name in. Because who knows, in January, we could be in a really good position in the league, could be hit like 5th or 6th, even 7th, but in a position where we can really challenge that top 5 and maybe sneak into the top 4. If we were to get in, then a Savinho or Morgan Rogers could really push us on. So, really important January, and hopefully we'll have money to spend. Milton saying, hello, Nige. Hope you're well. Good morning, Milton. I hope you're good, mate. I'm good. It's Friday. There's a lot to be happy about. It is Friday. David Clark saying, so again, no money is coming directly from Lewis's family fortune. So not much has changed. Let's see. Again, let's see. Let's see what happens. If we only have 90 million to spend in January, I will totally agree with you. Totally agree with you, David. Let's see what happens in January. Let's see what happens. Steve was saying, Nige, how do you feel about Kane coming home? I'm convinced he'll be back by the start of next season. I would absolutely love Harry Kane back at Spurs. I think he'd play until he's 38, 39. He takes that good care of himself. He's never been blessed with pace. He's an absolute goal scorer. And I think if he stays injury free, I would love him back at Spurs. Why not? He's the best striker in world football. Why would anyone not want Harry Kane back at Tottenham? I don't get it. He's an amazing striker, and I would take him in an absolute heartbeat. And I guarantee to you, if Kane come back next summer, he would score, if he was here for say 2 more seasons, he would score 25 goals a season. Guaranteed, because that's what he does. So yeah, yes, for me, a big fat yes. I would love Kane back at Tottenham. Ghost is saying, with Savinho still being injured, is there a possibility we couldn't sign him as he wouldn't have passed a medical? Maybe, maybe. Um, going to be interesting to see what happens this weekend. Is he going to be back in the City squad? Was he injured all the time? I don't know. But it's certainly going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Guys, nearly 50 of you in here. Please smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I really would appreciate it. And fairly talking okay. David Clark saying Spurs are in talks to remove Rothschild from Spurs Bank, which Levy used. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, isn't there? There's a lot going on at Tottenham behind the scenes. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. I don't think we've heard the last of this Levy thing. Um, a lot of people saying they don't think he's left under a cloud. I think he has left under a cloud. I think something's going on now, and I'm sure it will all come out. It's really quite telling that we've not heard anything from Levy yet. Over a week since it happened, we've not heard anything. So I don't know. I think something's going to drop soon, and we might have some more um, good stuff to talk about. But let's see, let's see. Big up Finn. He says it's about time we heard that Champions League music pumping through the speakers in the stadium once again. Getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I couldn't agree more with you. I cannot wait for Tuesday night. As much as I'm excited to see Spurs back in action tomorrow, it is all about Champions League. Villarreal, Tottenham, all in white. Um, yeah, just a European night at the Lane is something else. Whether it's the old stadium or the new stadium, let's hope the fans can really create an atmosphere because we need to start well in that Champions League. And if we can, I don't see why we can't qualify. I really don't. Queen Ellie's here. Big up Queen Ellie. Says, big up Nige. The pigeon is a pest. Not good enough, but a nuisance for 4 long years in my eyes. Don't lie. No, I agree. He is a pest. He is a pest. We definitely need better quality though, don't we? Going forward. Going forward, we're addressing certain areas at the moment. We've got Xavi Simmons in. Defensively, I think we look pretty decent. Got Kudus out on the right. Next summer, even January if we can, we'll need to address these other areas. And definitely for me, next summer, striker is number one. We need to get 1 or even 2 top quality strikers in for me. Big up, Brian. I hope you're well, buddy. He says, good morning, everyone in the chat and my brother at Pure Coys TV. I hope you're well. 24 hours till the first Levy free Spurs match, and I can't wait. Much love, Coys. I couldn't agree more, mate. And big up to you, my friend. I hope you are well. Guys, if you haven't, I'm sure you all have. Get over to Tottenham on Tour and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, it's going to be weird, isn't it, without Levy? Um, it is going to be weird without Levy. I think Tuesday night there is going to be an absolute party atmosphere at the Lane, and I can't wait to see it. It's just a pity we're not going. Would love to be there for it. As we go down the chat. Philly saying hello to Queen Ellie and Brian. And Queen Ellie saying hello to Brian. Frogger in a well. Big up, mate. I've not seen you here before. Smash that like, hit that subscribe button. Say morning. Hope all is more lively than last season. Looking forward to the Hammers. Yes, absolutely. Cannot wait for tomorrow's game against West Ham. It's going to be an absolute belter, and hopefully Spurs are going to get 3 points and bring them back to Tottenham. That would be a pretty decent start, wouldn't it? As much as it's disappointing that we lost to Bournemouth in our last game, but 3 wins out of 4, I think would be a really good start to the season. Dave Clark saying, I don't believe in giving up future broadcasting rights. It's a route that Real Madrid went down and got them into financial trouble. Yes, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Listen, I think football should be free to everyone to watch, to be honest with you. I know that doesn't help the Premier League, doesn't help money coming into the game. But for me, football should be free for everyone to watch. It is what it is. I'd even pay a small fee. I would even pay a small fee. Like I pay for Sky now. if Tottenham had a dedicated channel, or every Premier League side, or every club had a dedicated channel where we could just pay money into the club, and you know what? I'd happily pay 50 quid a month to watch Tottenham every game than paying what 60, 70 quid a month that I'm paying now to watch Tottenham 2 or 3 times a month. Um, but it is what it is. I think the clubs would still make a lot of money. But there you go. There you go. As people saying hello to each other. Queen Ellie saying Lewandowski gives Harry a good run for his money, don't I? He does. He does. Lewandowski's a great striker. But I honestly think Harry Kane is the best all-round striker in world football. Um, He's just a great player. You know, you watch Harry Kane, what a player. It's like when he played for Spurs, he was our best striker, he was our best midfielder, and our best defender. Um, the only place he wasn't very good was in goal, and I'll never forgive him for letting that ball through his hands in that Europa League game. That cost me like 120 quid because I had him down to get a hat trick and for us not to concede. So, never forgive him for that, but it is what it is. Andrew saying we want action, not just words from the Lewis family. Absolutely 100%. This is where now they have to act. No good threatening or saying they're going to spend money and we're going to put money into the club and the team comes first and we want to win more often. No good saying it. We want actions more than words. It's like having, like I said before, it's like having a girlfriend that you're totally and utterly in love with. And every week she said, "Oh, I love you so much. I love you so much." Um, But then every other weekend when you arrange to see her, she's always cancelling. So, you know, actions speak louder than words. We need to see it on the pitch now. So, yeah, Enoch, time to step up. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. As people talking to each other. Drooler is saying we do keep players longer than we should, especially when they are not good enough. We do. There is no doubt about that. And the trouble is, and maybe this changes now because Levy's gone. I think part of the problem was under Levy is we could have got rid of those players, but Levy wanted such extortionate money for them that no club was gonna buy them. So hopefully now Levy's gone. Hopefully the club will use their heads and be like a Basuma. You know, you're not getting a game. The manager doesn't want you. We might think you're worth 20 million, but you can go for 8 instead of under Levy when it's like, no, we want 20 million. Let's hope that changes. Everyone's saying hello to the mighty Daigle. Big up, Brian. Jay Sims is in the house. Big up, buddy. I hope you're well. He says, I've liked and subscribed. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you haven't yet, get it done. Come on, you Spurs. Absolutely. Get it done, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm growing slowly, but I'm enjoying every single moment of it. I love these morning shows that I do. It's good fun. Gets me in a good mood. Gets me pumped before I go to work. And I love that I get so many regulars that come in every show chatting to me. It really makes it all worthwhile and growing slowly. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Please do. I really would appreciate it. Stevie said the Spurs boardroom is somewhat like a Roman Senate. Trust no one. A bit like politics in general, isn't it? Really? Yeah, it is what it is. Queen Ellie saying no more crappy Europa League music. Thank God. Not for a year at least. Not for a year at least. So, guys, would you take? So here we go. Would you take us? Obviously, we're not going to win the Champions League. Would you take, say, a sixth place finish next season, get back into the Europa League, and really go and try and win it again, or do you really want Champions League? You know, for me, I don't see us winning the Champions League anytime soon. So if we can get back into the Europa League next year and really go all out to win it, for me that would be fantastic. Obviously, I want to go as far as we can in the Champions League this year, but if we're being realistic, we're not going to win it. David Clark saying Levy's failure to push through those 2 purchases, if Eze and Gibbs White, plus his failure to achieve naming rights for the stadium, pushed the Lewis family to remove him. I certainly think this summer turned the tide 100%. As much as we've got players in the end, and I'm really happy with Xavi Simons, cannot wait to see him in a Spurs shirt. The fact that we didn't get the likes of Eze, the fact that we didn't get Morgan Gibbs White, especially, that one stung. And even the likes of Savinho, we were faffing around with. I'm sure if we had offered the right money, we would have got him. I'm sure that made the Lewis family think, listen, something needs to happen. Levy obviously has burnt his bridges with so many chairmen in the Premier League and around Europe that there was only one option. He had to go. And hopefully now going forward, Spurs can have good communications with Premier League clubs and hopefully it'll be easier to get players in. But let's see. Jimmy's in the house. Big up, Jimmy. Says, morning, Nigel chat. Good morning to you, Jimmy. In about another 5 minutes, I'm going to send you straight over to the 2 Mark show. So make sure you hit that like button as soon as you go in and say Pure Coys Raid. I really would appreciate it. And Brian saying at Pure Coys TV, not weird without Levy. It'll be wonderful. It will be It will be wonderful, mate. A little weird, but incredibly wonderful. And Mark Taylor saying, big up Brian Daigle, legend. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Rain saying, I can't see Levy sitting in public view, but will the cameras be able to pan to Vinay or the Lewis family? Will the Lewis family, I mean, I'm guessing the big man won't be there, but will his kids be there? Will we get to see them? Will they be sitting in Levy's seat? Who will be sitting in Levy's seat? That is the question. I think the one question as fans need an answer to, who will be sitting? Would it be Charrington? Charrington? Is it Charrington? It's Charrington, isn't it? Will it be Charrington on Tuesday night? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure the cameras will pick it up. But let's see. Vince is here. Big up, Vince. He said position of front players will be interesting, especially Xavi's. Yeah, from watching training videos, interesting to see how Xavi's training, coming for the ball, coming short, receiving it, laying it off. A lot of time receiving it, flicking the ball around the corners for runners, and then going. I can't wait to see what Xavi brings to Tottenham. I really can. I think it's going to be amazing. Lee Payne's here. Big up, Lee. He says, may the force be with you and with you, sir, and with you. Mark Taylor said, I would love a Tottenham channel showing live Spurs games. Exactly. I could, you know, it's not difficult. Surely the Premier League must realise that they could make a fair bit of money if every Premier League club had their own channel and people and fans could just subscribe to the channels. For me, that would be amazing. People saying hello again. Brian Daigle, very popular. I don't know why. It's because he's lovely, isn't it? God, he's lovely. Jimmy saying, totally agree, Nige. How much are the clubs losing by not showing their own games to fans all the world instead of the likes of Sky? Yeah, I agree. I agree because listen, most people can get all the games anyway, can't they? So why not just sell it? Why not just sell it? Hit the bar said there's a power struggle going on behind closed doors. We know nothing. I kind of agree. I kind of agree. Something's going on, definitely. Definitely. Freddie saying, I learned a lesson not to bet money on Spurs when they lost to Colchester United and it burst my accumulator. Yeah. I lost to Spurs the other week. I'd put Tottenham to beat Bournemouth and that let me down straight away. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. David saying, Queen Ellie, no, the Lewandowski isn't close to Kane. Is a superior passer and better header of the ball, even though he's played for a lesser team. I'm kind of with you there, Dave. I'm kind of with you. Um, Listen, Lewandowski is a great striker, great goal scorer, but I just think it's an all-round package. I think Kane is the best. And that's not me being biased at all, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I'm just skipping where the people are saying hello to each other. But I love that. I love that. Yeah, it's all good. Ghost is saying Champions League's a weird one because I never expected us to make the final in 2019. If the knockout draw goes in our favour, you never know. You are absolutely bang on, Ghosted. You're absolutely bang on. You never know. We could get through and then get a really good draw in the last 16 and suddenly we're into the quarterfinals. And then who knows if we're good with injuries, if we maybe picked up another player in January that goes straight into that first team, who knows? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jimmy saying, I don't think our squad is deep enough to get a Champions League place in. That's taken years of underachievement to achieve a good riddance. Levy, yeah, I agree. I agree, but I do think we are not far off being the best of the rest. So I look at Villa. I don't see them doing that well this season. They're struggling. Newcastle probably the one team that I think we could be challenging with. United have started terribly. They will get better. So, guys, I'm kind of looking at our team, and if we can keep everyone fit, don't think there's any reason if a Xavi Simons and a Moani starts off hitting the ground running that we cannot be the best of the rest. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Stevie saying, Nigel, great show as ever. Gotta go now. Hammers nil, Tottenham 3. Come on, you Spurs. Have a great day, Stevie. Take care, buddy. And yeah, all the best. Guys, I am gonna send you over to the 2 Mark show right now. I'm just catching up with a chat. I'll go right to the bottom. And Rain says, Nige, the only thing they must keep is the collective sharing of revenue from the televising of games. If the more popular clubs get more money, we will end up like Liga and even Barca going break. Yeah, you got a point. You have got a point. I'm not really sure how it works, but I'm sure. I just know as a fan, for me, that I love just to pay for Spurs. And but guys, let's see. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I do appreciate each and every one of you. On your way out, smash the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't, and get over, settle down and watch the 2 Mark show. Guys, have a great Friday. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay pure Coys.